Hello, decked out tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Shadowrun Returns with me, BlueAnkylo, continuing our campaign of Dead Man's Switch. In the last episode, we did the spirit summoning with Shannon the Shaman to discover a little bit more about the forces behind the Emerald City Ripper murderers. We're pretty sure there's an ugly troll with a scalpel and a dumb troll with an ugly elf with a scalpel and a dumb troll with a cyber arm, and some sort of dark force spirit thing that shamans seem to be afraid of and spirits don't like. We found some blood from what we expect to be the elf, and we are now tracing down the DNA records of it on this matrix, trying to figure out who it really is and where we can find them. Our first trip into the matrix found us that apparently, according to Lone Star, the DNA gene sequence that we found was matched to a record of a sinus something or other, I forget the name exactly, who was apparently dead. The autopsy report was a bit sketchy though. They could only match him by dental records. The body was a mess. They figured he overdosed on drugs. He had a bunch of like weird injuries and wounds. Like they couldn't identify him. And when we looked into like news reports, apparently the guy was seeing a psychiatrist and left all of his whatever his estate, his property was, all of his money he left to the psychiatrist. And the identity of the psychiatrist is locked. We don't know. So today we're going to try to figure out who that is, or was, because my hunch is that the psychiatrist is dead and that the doctor killed him and faked his own death. So we'll see how that goes. Let's hack back in, basically. Let's do it. Into the Matrix. There we go. So we gotta select our programs and stuff again. Last time we seemed to do, like, it wasn't very hard, so I'm not gonna worry about buying any new stuff anytime too soon. We'll have our attacker and our shield, vice versa, and our various things. I kind of messed up picking up this firewall, but having the security alarm reach max last time didn't seem to hurt us. And I'll try to do more suppression this time from Johnny. And I'll pick up one of these for myself later, but I'm not sure how this works exactly, reducing the alarm state. I'm not totally familiar with Matrix rules just yet. But this time at least, the security is much lower to start with. So, I mean, we got that on our side. So, welcome back to the Matrix. Let's do it. Through the portal. Instantly being defended. So we've got a white sentry with 150. And a white IC. These guys tend to be more powerful and have more special attacks. It's nice to get into cover, but there's not a whole lot to go around here. Like, basically there is none. Send Johnny C in behind me. So, 65% chance to hit this guy. I think it's going to be worth spending one of our AP to increase our accuracy by 15%. So now it's much easier to hit this guy. If I use my big attack, my 100 damage, 86% to 2/3 of his life. And we got him, alright. So now between the two of us, if we can just get one more hit in, we should kill him. Come on, Johnny. Counting on you, buddy. Alright, we managed to get the big guy out of it. I took a little bit of damage. But that is why we brought the medic app. And that should back up to full. And then we just wipe this thing out. Again, as time goes on, this security bar will fill up and eventually bad things will happen. Oh, this thing got 150 as well. Okay, we got him. Before we go to the medical board, I'm just gonna try using my suppression here to lower this a little teeny bit. I don't know how much 4 points is. Let's see. I don't know if you cast it on just anything, but it went down by a fair bit. Then it went back up by almost like half as much just by the end of the turn. But at least we did something. So, hacked patient records. Searching medical records. Silas Forsberg. Medical records file for Silas Forsberg located. So, various decades, 2020 to 2030, partial record. One particular pediatrician's entry stands out from the rest. Child suffers from chronic depression and social anxiety, most likely caused by his physical abnormalities. We've seen many cases like this recently with the outbreak of changeling children being born. With the aberrant physiology we're seeing, there is no telling what sort of brain functions are affected. Prescribed a series of sedatives last year that seemed to have no effect, upping the dosage. Alright, I'm not totally up to date with all the familiar with terms and stuff, but changeling doesn't sound good. Alright, let's go to the next child time frame. Data missing or corrupt. Wow, we're off to a great work. He was a kid, something was wrong, clinically depressed, given meds that didn't do anything. Let's see what he's like in current time. The file is quite large and takes over an hour to read through. The final entry, however, is the most significant. Written by Dr. Henry Holmes. That might be the guy we need to find, literally, actually. Silas has overcome significant mental disorders and no longer goes through periods of violent episodes. But I believe that being treated by another elf has significantly impacted his treatment. Unfortunately, my efforts to maintain an emotional boundary with him have proven challenging. He has bonded to me in an unhealthy and frankly an unnerving way. His hero worship exhibits itself in the form of mimicked speech patterns and adopting my dress. For this reason, and for the health of the patient, I am assigning another doctor to his case. I will inform him at the next session. Well, it sounds like this doctor at least was pretty professional, and it was just the kid was really messed up, who turned into this Emerald City Ripper. Alright. Go through this hatch on the next turn. I guess we could sniff up first. Pre-buff before we go through the doorway. Alright, let's do it. And of course, there's things to kill over here. Ooh, what's this? Black Icy. So I could either take 2 shots at it. It's in medium cover, which makes it pretty hard to hit. 81, I'll take that shot. Bad at all. And then I can take cover. Send Johnny through. Who will... He doesn't have like a shield for himself. Total miss. Alright. Well, we'll take cover at least. I haven't used my ESPs yet. Just kind of want to see how well we could do on our own, rather than relying on the ESPs immediately. Oh, my accuracy buff is gone, so let's rebuff. I do think this sniffer thing is pretty good, actually. 15% more accuracy for 3 turns. That's not bad. And I'm pretty sure it applies to these special abilities. Pretty much for sure. And maybe one more hit. Maybe let Johnny finish it. He should have a killer as well. Bam! No problem. Alright. We are such good hackers, guys. Deckers, guys. Employment records. Henry Holdings Holmes, MD, PhD. So this is the original doctor from Sivas's childhood. And then he was transferred to a different doctor later on, apparently. Current employment status. Dr. Henry Holmes currently holds the position of Chief Psychiatrist and Administrator at Mercy Mental Hospital, Snohomish, Washington, UCAS. I betcha that this brat of a kid has now mimicked this guy's... Because he said he was mimicking his voice and his clothing. He's killed him, and he's taken his place. That's what he wanted to do for some reason. Previous employers. 2045, psychiatrist in residence, Mercy Mental Hospital in Snohomish, Washington. 5 years attending psychiatrist, blah blah blah. 10 years before that, private practice. Anything else? Employers, I just looked at. Oh. Yeah, I guess that's all we get. Bingo back. Oh, right. So now we know where he works. Now we can hunt him down at his office. Because that's likely the murderer. Even though it's on record as the psychiatrist of the murderer. So I guess what we need is to get like a DNA sample of that guy. Then we can prove it. If we can get DNA of the Holmes guy, then we'll know for sure if he even is Holmes. Alright, we're out. Reality is at the end of the day contextual, and as the meat world comes back into focus, your head once again tries to settle on which world is the real one, while the philosophical question lingers. Your meat body demands food and drink. You disconnect from your deck and find that the Union's safe house has risen. We had a bunch of quest notifications there too. Gotta talk to Johnny and Fry about what's going on. Got some more karma. Spend that. I mean, I do with 7 karma. I think decking hasn't proved challenging, so I don't need to worry about. I mean, we could buy the next level of deck already, but I'm not going to worry about that. I think what I really want is combat to be safer, and I think to do that, we need more drone shoots. More drone shooting. I'm not taking damage. I don't need it. Charisma would be nice, but we'll save that for a bit later, and we don't have enough to get the next etiquette anyway. So, 1 more point in intelligence, and then all we need is another 12 points, I think. Shouldn't take too long, and we'll have even better drones. Oh, and everybody's up now, so we can talk to more people. David looks almost as tired as you do. How do you know how I look? You can tell that this case has gotten under his skin like it has yours. Any luck in there? Found an exact match for the DNA, but it was linked to a dead chop shop assistant by the name of Silas Forsberg. Now, I have my theories. What do you think is going on, Blue? Silas faked his death. That's a distinct possibility. What was it that we saw in that autopsy report? Well, it's not a simple suicide. He was killed by sedatives, but the coroner thought he had ripped his own face off, and they had to use dental records. So we're gonna go with this one. Coroner really phoned it in on that one. Happens way too often when there's no next of kin willing to foot the bills for a thorough autopsy. I definitely don't think that report told the whole story. They matched the identity by dental records, right? Not the most reliable. It matches up with something I've seen runners try. It's easy enough to find a body shop that'll make a replica set of teeth for you. I figured it wouldn't be that hard, right? Find some schlub off the street, no one will miss, swap the teeth, and throw the heat off your trail for a while. Luckily, I've never been that desperate. But why would he need to go to those lengths? Did the police records have something linking him to a different crime? The original Silas guy did have some records. I don't know if this is enough to make him kill somebody, but he did have a prior for unlicensed plastic surgery. True, wouldn't look too good on someone's record if they wanted to become a doctor. I think this is beginning to come together. The late Silas left all his belongings to a doctor. Dr. Holmes. Employment records have him as the administrator at Mercy Mental, and the picture on the file matches the person you saw downtown. Awesome. The same person this DNA belongs to. All the evidence points to him being your killer, whoever he is. Let's not talk about our payday. Keep it simple. I should go find this Dr. Holmes. Ask him some very pointed questions. Please pay him my respects. I always find that high caliber rounds get the message across. You should clearly hire some friends and go loaded for bear. I side-loaded a ton of valuable data from those Lone Star Matrix nodes. Here's your cut. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you looking out for me. See you later. I didn't see how much did we get, actually. I got a few thousand, I think. Not bad, not bad. Alright, so now what? We gotta hire people, we got another run coming up. Nothing optional at the moment, but yeah, we got a job to basically infiltrate the Mercy Hospital, I guess. Despite the hour, Buster is fastidiously put together in another wrinkle-free suit. He shows every indication that he's been up for hours, sunk to his elbows in a dozen crates, each containing objects of sinister matte black, hidden beneath curls of straw-colored packing foam. The foam flies about as he inventories the shipment, clinging to every surface except for Buster's immaculate suit. Just in time! I got a whole slew of new toys in from a supplier back east, factory fresh and still smelling of their mother's gun oil. Maybe there's something in this batch that you'd be interested in. Oh, you bet. How long you been in the trade, Buster? Well, let's see. I left Free Cal July 8th, 2038 at 6:13 in the morning. It was a Thursday. From there, I wandered a bit, applied my skills as a merc in a half dozen different wars, official or otherwise. Never did take to running the shadows like some of the boys. Yeah. Too subtle for my taste, I suppose. Yeah, you wouldn't want him on the team, he'd just go in there shooting. Surely there was no shortage of full-scale engagements to be had, though I didn't want for work. I'd still be doing it today if I hadn't lost the arm. Let me guess, boating accident. The replacement looks up to the task, though. What? This here? Nah, this is more recent upgrade, thanks to Doc Cathal over there. For a good while, I was sporting something a good deal clunkier. I keep the old one in the back, as a reminder. It was also stupid. Some Azzies were lobbing smokers behind our lines, more to mess with us than anything. I decided to toss one back. And didn't it just figure that the one I grab ain't a smoker. I got it off, but only just barely. Shredded my old arm, but good. Got plenty of other scars to remember the moment is by as well. But the arm was the big one. So, take a word of advice from an old soldier. Make sure you're never holding a grenade in one hand, unless you've just pulled the pin with the other. Now, I haven't given you reason to doubt my professional competence. How about we talk turkey? What can I get you? Let's have a quick look. Oh yeah, we got new drones. So no matter what the cost is, we're buying them. We've got an old Lone Star hover drone, awesome, that has been given a weapon upgrade, and a medkit on wheels. Now, it's possible I might want to go Strato plus Doberman. The smoker is okay, but I didn't really use the smoker stun grenades on it like at all, so got probably better frag grenades now, 16 damage. Minus 2 AP concussion grenades, those are a little bit better than the old ones, right? Advanced drone repair kits as well, if I need them. Probably pick some up eventually. And we got different weapons. We'll just have a quick look here. I don't want to spend a ton of time, but you know, a plus 2 damage upgrade for less ammo. $10 damage submachine guns. Actually, no, some of these weren't all there the last time I checked, so there's definitely been an upgrade in quality weapons in here if you're looking for them. You can get a katana now. Nice. Cool sword. May do AP damage on a crit. Nice. I don't see much difference between these two, but the katana sounds cool. The axe does tons of damage. More damage assault rifle. Better assault rifle again with more bullets in it. Alright. 18 damage shotgun. Yeah, they're getting pretty good. Alright, so we'll buy these for now. I mean, I don't know how much money I can spend. I gotta hire a team, right? So I can probably equip them right now. Let's take these off. I can sell my old drones too if I really need the money. I don't know if the Robodoc is as good as the Doberman necessarily, but we're going to use them first anyway. In fact, I'm pretty convinced that I'm not going to be using the Smoker. I'm going to sell that guy right now. No matter what happens. Where is he? Stash. Yeah, 600 bucks, and then I might sell the Doberman too if I need it, but looks like the money's okay for now. Sweet! So does that mean there's new decking as well? Probably not. We just had new decking stuff, right? Yeah, so I guess that's kind of his. Like, we got the next tier of equipment And we were able to see the new decking stuff before the rest of it before we could go to the rest of the shops. I don't want to spend any more money on this right now, maybe later. How about the armor guy? Need some new armor? Ooh, they're getting pretty good here. So we've got armor with strength, armor with willpower, armor with quickness, charisma. That's a really nice shaman armor. Here we go. Intelligence and drone combat. Perfect. This is drone control. Drone combat's better. Definitely. They have deckings, but that's dumb. +1 movement might be useful if you were into melee and stuff. That's cool. Lots of cool armor, but yeah, I know what I want. So, drone combat, 750. Sign me up. Can I equip that? Where'd that go? Back. Oh, I see what I did. I slid it to the wrong slot accidentally. Okay, well I managed to equip it by the looks of it. Sometimes the interface is a little bit wonky, but looks like we're good. Speaking of interface, now I'll sell my old outfit. Wherever it is. I guess it's in the stash. 200 bucks back. It is nice. You get a pretty good return for selling your old gear. Now, I think, actually, as that turns out... By the way, check out our new gear. I got my shades back again. That's nice. I think that would give our drones that extra AP. Yeah, what's up? Because now we've got Drone Combat 6. That's what I was working at. So I don't necessarily need to spend those points right away in fact, I didn't even necessarily need to put that point into intelligence just yet. But I did, you know, what's done is done. But yeah, the fact that we got +1 combat means we should be getting that AP bonus. If I put points in here like I was going to, we will also get the accuracy and drone damage. It's pretty good. So I might just keep doing what I was planning on anyway. Or I might take a little break and try to get like the next charisma or something like that. How I feel. Alright, we still got some money. We can have a look at cyber stuff. I love the fact that my drone flies now. These guys look much more professional than the last two. Have a quick chat with Algernon, even though we don't really do magic. Algernon looks the same as always. So much so that one may wonder if he ever takes time to eat or sleep. Perhaps his presence on this plane of existence is insubstantial enough that he isn't subject to such base needs. Or perhaps he just does those things when no one is looking. Dark clouds surround you, my friend. But perhaps there is something I could provide you with. That I could provide that would help with whatever weighs so heavily upon you. What's new in the world of magic, Algernon? Algie, can I call you Algie? The spirits are stirring. Someone has upset the natural order. There is something new, different. Seen some sick Drek lately, might be what you mean. Algernon takes a hard look at you, for what may be the first time. This is the hard look of a magician whose eyes pierce the veil of reality and burrow through a man's soul. I can see you have met with disturbing visions. There is something else out there, something not born of life, as other spirits are. Shaking his head, Algernon opens his clasped hands to you, as if begging forgiveness. Too often this world leaves us confounded. I pray I have not left you in such a state with my idle musing. Please, can I be of service? I get the feeling he knows something, but we haven't really been in... we haven't been in contact. We're not a mage ourselves, so we don't know exactly what's going on. I just want to have a quick look here. So, upgraded mage weapons nowadays. 4 more damage, not bad. Ball lightning, that sounds cool. Look at this. Lose AP, take 5 damage a turn, and AP per turn for 1 turn. Stun ball, blindness, better aim upgrades, better armor upgrades, lightning, mana, armor decreases, lowers enemy accuracy. I generally don't like those as much as increasing our own. Mind wipe. I think we've seen that one before. Yeah, we've seen most of these before down here. I just want to have a quick look, see if there's anything really new and interesting that we look on. Something that we should be on the lookout for, basically. Conjuring? Ooh, look at this. Haste is getting much better here. 1 AP for 4 rounds. That's pretty good. Fire barrier. Looks like that's probably kind of like how Firewall worked. A shadow zone. Interesting. Level 2 haste, lightning barriers. Kind of like fire, except less damage and a little bit of AP damage instead. Air barrier, just AP damage. Haste, no, okay. The key stuff, we haven't really, I don't think we've even used an adept yet. So maybe next run I'll try to bring an adept just to see how they do. If I can find a good one anyway, because some of this stuff looks pretty cool. And yeah, elementals. Maybe I won't bring a shaman next time. Chat with Dr. Castle. Just one glance is all you need to tell that the good doctor is exhausted. Her crumpled scrubs are stained with a mix of blood and other fluids too colorful to be naturally occurring in the human body. Her eyes are those of a person who has built up a substantial sleep debt and has no idea when or how she's beginning to pay it off. I'm not one to talk, but you look like Drick. Afraid there isn't much I can do for that. Dr. Castle snaps her fingers and calls forth the spirit, normally seen perched on her shoulder. It appears from out of the aether, and the doctor immediately seems less fatigued than she was a moment before. Now, what can I do for you? Suppose we might as well ask how she's doing. Everything alright, Doc? You were at the Union? Yeah, fine. I'm just getting back myself. Days here tend to be slow, so I volunteered at a medical center at the other side of Touristville. Had a rough shift. Care to talk about it? And you heard? Doctors don't like to talk about their problems. This appear less godlike. But I'll humor you. I didn't hear all the details. All I really know is what came in on the lips of the victims healthy enough to still speak. Apparently one of the Baron's gangs incurred the wrath of the local Seopol rings, leading to a rolling shootout through the city streets. Several bystanders were injured. But the real mess didn't begin until the party crashed into the yard of an old industrial plant out on Union Hill Road. They woke some sort of toxic spirit, which then began running amok, causing easily as much damage as the initial battle. I don't know anything about that kind of thing. Doo-dee-doo. And we were left to pick up the pieces, of course. That's not enough. That's enough of my trouble. Let's hear about yours. Tell me what ails you. Well, first off, I can sympathize with spirits gone rogue, so... Looks like she's got the same kind of med kits. And... probably this... oh no, this is new. Movement +1, and you can dodge the first attack against you for wired reflexes. There's 3 things that can go into your body. There's reflexes and movement, body points, and armor points. You get arms, you get legs, you get eyes, but none of these seem to have been upgraded yet. So, still not too interested, sorry. Maybe one day. Shh, still sleeping in there. Alright. Hello there, female troll. Change the damage. Alright, Delilah, what's up? You're looking for runners again, I'm your guy. Discreet service only. I do need to hire a new crew, actually. Well, let's have a look. So we've still got the Niflheim. Looks like the prices have all gone up a little bit. Hopefully that means these guys will be a little bit more skilled than last time. Is there anything else I need to do? Like, last time I did this, we immediately started the run, so... got 6,600. If it's 1,500 each, that's most of my money, but I can't afford it at least. And I've got my better drones, so that's that. I actually can't even go upstairs right now. So I guess, unless I wanted to buy something else, like more guns or something, which I don't even really use, I could buy the better deck, but we'll save that for after the run. We'll see how much money we make on this one, and I'll decide how to spend it after that. So what I'll do, man, it's been 30 minutes again. I think I'll just give a quick look through on camera now, and then I'll specifically look through them off camera, so that next episode we can just pick. I'll have the 3 ready to go, and we can just get started on the run. I'll probably still bring a mage. Nicolo, this was the same guy we took last time. He's got more spells now. He's got a fireball, so I appreciate that, and a better power bolt. He was definitely pretty good on the run we took him on, and maybe he's a little bit better at spellcasting now. So I'll consider that. Let's see, what's the other mage? It's a mage without the heal spell, and I just don't like that very much. We got some adepts, so like maybe we'll take one of these. I don't know. There's a guy that's got more movement speed by default. He can punch. He's got magic resistance, which is kind of meh. And killing hands. So like he's got an axe, but his adept skills are for unarmed. No cyberware. And he only has, like, this is dumb. He's got 1 point in unarmed, and then all of his key stuff is for unarmed fighting. I don't know, that seems dumb. Then there's, okay, this is better. So we got an adept with a sword. Magic resistance is whoop-de-woo. Again, a punch that ignores armor, and unarmed damage improvement. And then he uses a sword. And still, he's not focused on either one. I don't know about these adepts. How about this guy? Got a sword and a pistol. Or a machete at least. Killing hands, magic resistance, mana fist, strike. They all seem to have the same adept powers, and they don't seem that amazing to me. What else do we have? Riggers, we've got actual street samurais with actual katanas. Hopefully we start getting some cyberware upgrades on these ones. At least they've got 3 points in melee. But then they've got no adept stuff. This one seems kind of dumb. So Death Size, the guy we took last time, he's got the same shotgun. Actually, he might have a slightly better shotgun. I think his was 16 last time. And then the same assault rifle. He does have cyber legs now, which gives him dodge, quickness, and some HP. That's not bad. And he's got more points. So he's getting... This guy seems to be getting really good with shotguns, and he's at least got the rifle for switching to long range. So that guy is acceptable. Still doesn't even wear armor, though. I don't understand. And then there's some shamans that don't even have spells. That's never happening. Shannon, we can literally hire her for free. That might be enough to bring her with us, because she's free. She's got a better haste spell now, mana bolt, and a slow spell. And slow is much worse than haste. All it does is reduce their movement. She still gets her nature elementals. Well, I'll think about it. The fact that she's free is nice. And haste is still really good, so that might be enough for me to bring her along. The other shamans, they have to at least have haste. If you're going to be a shaman, you've got to have haste if you're going to be on my team. And I don't know what silence will do, so that's not going to work. This one's got haste. Fog, I guess, is okay. Or elementals. Shannon might be the best of the shamans, honestly. Now, there is, like, the better ones, and these ones are probably more complicated to figure out. We've got an assassin who does have some cyberware. Kind of weak stats, though. Only melee 1, pistol 1, SMGs 1. Like, jack of all trades, kind of. Uses a bunch of different weapons, but none of them are that amazing. Another mage. I don't see a heal spell. Combat adept. Maybe these guys are better. Got cool, glowing neon eyes, at least. So we got key casting and pistols. Again, really bad skills. And and no skill with unarmed at all. Not even close combat 1. So, like, why would you take someone like that? I don't understand. We'll skip the Deckers and the Riggers. Cyber Warrior. Okay, we've got at least 2. We've got Body Point, HP, and then the Data Jack. Oh, this guy looks pretty bad, too. He's got some pretty good, like, weapon skills, but his guns aren't that great. Smart Link does something. I forget exactly how that works. He's got Smart Links. I guess maybe that's because he's got the Data Jack? Yeah. Reduces range penalties is what it says. Well, that's what the pistol does. I don't know what the Smart Link does off the top of my head, but... Alright, these guys aren't really selling themselves very well here. We got another mage. This guy's got haste and mage spells and adept stuff. Seems dumb. Just all kinds of magic. But when would you do melee attack with him? Seems dumb. You keep him away from melee. We've got a support mage that's got a healing spell. That's good. And haste. That's good. Lightning barrier might be okay. Armor's good. Weaken armor is probably good. This guy's not bad. I think I'd rather have the accuracy buff over maybe the lightning barrier if I was building him, but he's also not very good at conjuring. So if these spells use your conjuring stat, they're not going to be amazing. But he probably has a reasonably good heal, and he doesn't have a fireball though, again. Like, interesting, not quite enough to really excite me. A aim and fireball and a drone, I guess. That's kind of cool. But I already got drones. We don't need more drones. This guy gets more drones. This is a Decker with shaman stuff. Shaman with lots of shaman stuff. Boo. Got another Decker with shaman and mage stuff. Weapon Master, that might be cool. Level 2 in most weapons. Bit of level 2, like this is better eyes than we can buy. A little bit of armor, that's not bad. I'm not sure this guy is winning me though. Again, like, this isn't any better than that troll we used, in my opinion. Well, Smart Link might help. I don't know. What did he have? Yeah, his don't have Smart Links, but. Okay, well, I think I know what I'm gonna do, but I'll wait. I'll think about it a little bit in between episodes. I'll probably bring Shannon again and a mage, and I just don't see any good adepts, so I'll probably bring the Death Side again. He seems alright. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Hope you've enjoyed, and next time we'll head to the hospital and try to figure out what's going on over there. See you next time.